We are much more than your average gaming podcast. We have evolved beyond just health and wellness. Our focus is simply to make a positive impact that brings us up beyond just the gaming space and to bring positivity into a much clearer perspective. Welcome to the Impact Play, impacting more than just gaming. So I'm gonna do a little test before we start. I forgot how I was gonna go about it. So we're taking a different approach to these live streams. We're using something different. I just want to make sure everything is in order before we truly begin. Hmm. Okay, seems everything is in order. If there's any audio issues, video issues, or any type of issues going on, let me know in chat, either on YouTube, on Mixer, or on Twitch. It's what was it? I forgot. Hmm. Okay. If you were watching last week's stream, we did have an issue with the audio where it was not recording. The audio was great with me and Hip Hop Gamer. I had him on last week's show. But for some reason, when I checked out the video later, there is no audio whatsoever. So that's why I'm taking a different approach to these lives. I was originally using Discord for video, but now I'm using something called Restream to record this live. So hopefully everything is doing great. Oh yeah, I just remembered what it was. Okay, give me a second. So this way, in case we have no audio issues later on, I'll have a backup. Let me see. Where are you? Where's that bot that I have? I know it's something else. Let me see. I forget what it was. Let me see. I think it's gonna be one of these chats. Mods. Oh, I found it. Okay. Let's make sure this bot. I have a bot that records the audio. Okay, so everything seems to be in order. Let me just see something real quick. I gotta check the server settings. Roles. Bot. Save. Now let's do that again. Let's see if it works. Wait, it's the correct bot, right? Because I don't see it here. Okay. Okay, correct that chat. Let's do that real quick. I apologize for the slight inconvenience, but we need to take care of this before we run into any issues. Quick chat. Okay. Impact play authorized. That's probably why, because I changed the name to Discord server. Craig is here. Now let's see. Let's do that. Let's do it again. Uh, let's see anything. Okay, the best thing to do. Let me go to the permissions once more. Server. Yeah, that's it. Roles. Members. Where are you? Oh, here it is. Craig Bot, where are you? Oh, here you are. But, okay, done. Please work. I can't see any channel with that. Oh, sorry. My bad. Forgot I changed the. Kept changing things around. The live show. Okay. I just got a message from it. Perfect. That's what I want. Okay. Okay, we are a go. Okay. Let's start this from the beginning once more. Okay. Welcome to another episode of the Impact Play, where we are much more than your average gaming podcast. We have evolved beyond just wealth and wellness. Our focus is simply to make a positive impact that branches out just beyond just the gaming space and to bring positivity into a much clearer perspective. Welcome to the Impact Play, impacting more than just gaming. First and foremost, before we begin, happy Father's Day to all the fathers out there from all of us at the Impact Play. On today's agenda, we have a total of 7 gaming news stories for you all. Pokemon Snap, EA Play, Cyberpunk delayed again, PAX goes digital, Steam Games Festival Summer Edition, Destiny 2, and Fortnite Season 3 updates. Okay. I'm your host, Ityaku, and let's begin with the latest updates. Pokemon Snap, a sequel, has been finally revealed for Switch, and this is coming from GameSpot. During a special Pokemon Presents video presentation, the Pokemon Company has revealed a brand new Pokemon game for the Nintendo Switch and the new Pokemon Snap. The spin-off, which is based on the cut classic Nintendo 64 game, involves taking photos of Pokemon in various locales. Despite developing a loyal following, it remained the sole game in its sub-series for 2 decades, even as camera-equipped and motion-equipped systems were released by Nintendo. The new Pokemon Snap takes you to 2 islands with a variety of locals, including jungles and branches, where you can research various Pokemon and their natural habitat. The photos you take in the game will build up a Pokédex, which is undoubtedly similar to the Pokédex from the main series games. The company also says you'll be able to discover new, never before seen Pokemon expressions and behaviors. The original Pokemon Snap was released in 1999 and was well received by critics and fans alike. We recently counted it among our favorite Pokemon spin-offs, and it's one of that fans have been hoping to see some kind of comeback for the Switch for some time now. The new game is being developed by Bandai Namco Studios, which has also partnered with Nintendo on other exclusive titles, such as Super Smash Bros. Thus far, there is no release date. This year, Electronic Arts, otherwise known as EA, like many of the giant video game publisher switched from what would be normally have been a massive E3 press conference in Los Angeles to has taken a virtual only event called EA Play Live, and this is ran on The Verge. This year, EA, like many of, I'm sorry, I already, no, EA, no, yeah, I already read that. I don't know, I copied it twice in my notes. The event kicked off at 7 p.m. ET, Eastern Standard Time. On Thursday, included a slew of big announcements from the company's various gaming properties, including the Respawn Battle Royale, Apex Legends, and Star Wars. The series of news announcements also illustrated EA's commitment to support Steam versions of its popular PC titles and crossplay for allowing various console platforms as well as Windows titles to play together. And they said that's coming around this fall, I believe. So we've rounded up all of the biggest news from the show here. Respawn announced that Apex Legends will be coming to both Valve's Steam Marketplace on PC as well as the Nintendo Switch. The studio also says it's going to support crossplay across all platforms, meaning players on EA's Origin launcher or Steam can play together with console players, including the Switch. So PS4, Xbox One, and hopefully next gen are included. There's also a new seasonal event called Lost Treasures Collection that will shake up core. Oh, I'm sorry, couldn't read that for a second. Where are you? Okay, there's also a new seasonal event including Lost Treasure Collections that will shake up core design ideas with a new Armed and Dangerous Evolved limited time game mode, which will introduce a portable resurrection tool for reviving knocked out teammates on the go in the new twist to player abilities. So remember that I can't see in this dark mode. Let me turn this off. How do I turn off dark mode on this thing? Disable dark theme. Okay, that's better. Okay. Where were we? Okay, perfect. Oh, much better. Following its push to more platforms on PC, EA announced it will be bringing A Way Out, Dead Space 3, The Sims 4, as well as Titanfall 2, alongside Apex Legends, to Steam. EA's latest multiplayer game, Rocket Arena, is launching on July 14th for the PlayStation 4, the Xbox One, as well as PC, which will support both Origin and the Steam libraries on Windows. But the most notable announcements from the events are Star Wars Squadrons and Skate 4. Star Wars Squadrons is a new first-person space shooter that puts you in the pilot seat of an iconic Star Wars spacecraft, including the X-Wing and TIE fighters. It releases October 2nd for the PlayStation 4, Xbox One, and PC, and will also be entirely playable on virtual reality headsets on the PSVR as well as PC. And this was ran on Inverse. EA closed out this year's EA Play event with a shock announcement no one quite saw coming: the long-awaited sequel Skate 4. No, this isn't just a meme. This is real life. So we can have nice things. More than a decade after Skate 3 came to Xbox 360 and the PlayStation 3, a new installment in the franchise is finally in development. They didn't show any footage, a trailer, or even a logo. Instead, in a classic one more thing moment that captured the magic of E3 from the Before the Times, the franchise creator, director, Cuz Perry appeared in the tail end of the presentation to say the magical words of the skateboarding game have longed to hear for more than a decade. We're back. It's happening. Cyberpunk 2077 delayed yet again. And this is coming from their official Twitter account. CD Projekt Red has moved the launch of Cyberpunk 2077 from September 17th to November 17th. And let me just sum this up for you. So pretty much it's just to iron out all these bugs that they have. So it's better off to delay this game so it could be just as good as The Witcher 3. And Witcher 3 was a masterpiece and it was delayed multiple times, the same way as Cyberpunk is. This has nothing to do with the coronavirus, manufacturing issues, or even uh, the the police brutality or the racial issue that's going on. This is just a development side where they're just fixing up all these bugs and so on. So it's 2 more months for a delay, which is nothing. As long as the game is in the best that it can be before launch, I am more than welcome to it. Okay. And here's a story coming out from the Nintendo Wire. The convention scene of 2020 has been filled with cancellations and postponements due to the global pandemic brought on by COVID 19. It seemed that holding conventions in September might be doable, but there are social distancing guidelines to consider. Today, the team behind PAX West has announced their final stance on whether a physical PAX West 2020 would happen. Well, it is not. But that doesn't mean there's no PAX convention altogether. Following up with the cancellation of PAX West, PAX announced that an online version will be taking place instead. In quotes. PAX Online is the result of convention organizing supergroup made up of the people responsible for PAX West, PAX Australia, as well as our new friends at EGX to create our new PAX Online and deliver a steady 24/7 stream of content, events, discussions, and gameplay. And here is, let's move on to the next story on the list. Steam's Game Festival Summer Edition puts more than 900 free game demos at your fingertips. Written on PC Gamer. The Steam's Games Festival Summer Edition is live, kicking off with a week-long digital event featuring live streams, AMA chats with developers, and the best part, playable demos that will enable you to dive in and try a bunch of these upcoming games like Grounded, Everspace 2, Desperados 3, and much more. And I'll give you the full article and I'll copy it in chat for you all if you want to give it a look and try them out for yourself before tomorrow. Actually, tomorrow's the last day. Okay, let's go on. Oh no, it's going on through the 22nd. Okay, and Bungie announced that Destiny 2 Season of Arrivals, Destiny 2 Beyond Light coming out this fall, but Destiny 2 The Witch Queen in 2021, Destiny 2 Lightfall in 2022, as well as the Destiny Content Vault written on Polygon, which will cycle old content in and out of Destiny 2. But the studio also spoke about whether it would make a game a new installment in the franchise, i.e. Destiny 3. After the announcement on June 9th, game director Luke Smith jumped on stream with Dr. Lupo on GCX to talk about Destiny 2's future. In short, Luke Smith told Dr. Lupo and Bungie that Bungie does not plan on making a Destiny 3. And in a new article detailing the evolving world of Destiny 2, the studio wrote that splitting the Destiny community was frustrating enough for players, that Bungie recognized it as a mistake we don't want to repeat again by making a Destiny 3. As part of Beyond Light, the studio will add a new element, new subclasses for each class in the Moon of Europa during Year 4. It will also resurrect a Cosmodrome location and the Vault of Glass raid, both fan favorites from the original Destiny. In September, Destiny 2 will look like a very different game, although still not on a scale of a full-fledged sequel. But no matter how much has changed, Bungie doesn't intend on tweaking the name anytime soon. And the last item on the list, Fortnite. Season 3. And this is a recap on the latest event. This is coming from IGN, the device event recap and our biggest questions. More than 20 million players attended the in-game event, in addition to Twitch, making it one of the biggest Fortnite events to date. Let's break down what happened and what's changed. Chapter 2 Season 2 kicked off on Wednesday, June 17th, and with each new season is likely to bring many changes to the island as we know it. Currently, the storm has been replaced with a new tidal wave, seen in the device event, leading to speculation that there may be some aquatic themes in the upcoming season. And as we all have seen, that Aquaman is coming to Fortnite. So just as Deadpool came as well, you could easily bite the skin. Interestingly, Jonesy makes a reference to the loop during one of the office sequences that heavily implies that the Battle Royale is a simulation, and one that they, however, are in complete control of. There have been attempts to break the loop during Season 9, and with this event, so maybe more of the characters will become self-aware in the future and try and foil the organization's plot somehow. Most importantly, though, we're all left wondering about this mysterious organization, as well as Jonesy's involvement in it as a whole. And I'm eager to see where Fortnite's story takes us in the future. For a game that may seem simple and cartoonish at first glance, there are clearly more secrets lurking beneath the surface. And let me just go ahead and look up Aquaman as well. That's where you are talking about it. Okay. And this is coming from GameSpot, like literally 7 hours ago. How to unlock Aquaman. The Aquaman skin or outfit, as Fortnite calls it, is actually available in two different styles. My brain didn't read that word at all. There is the Aquaman Arthur Curry version and an alternate one simply titled Aquaman that puts the otherwise shirtless superhero into his battle armor. You'll need to purchase the Season 3 Battle Pass in order to unlock Aquaman either way. But there is an additional step beyond that to complete. The Arthur Curry style requires that you first unlock and equip the standard Aquaman skin to complete a particular challenge. But to unlock the first skin, you need to do all 5 Aquaman challenges, only the first of which is available on launch day. In other words, you can't unlock any Aquaman skins just yet. So, hold on, let me see. Is it live now? Let me know in chat if it's live. Three days ago. Let's see what Sienna has to say. No, nothing. No date. Let me know in chat if you guys if there's like if it's live now or when it will be. Let's go to Eurogamer. Let's give that a shot. Season 3 Battle Pass. So I'm assuming they're alive because it's not saying anything. So I just have to complete these challenges. So June 17th through the 25th. So it's live now for the challenge. Okay. Use a whirlpool at the Fortala. Okay. So it pretty much just started. Good to know. Let's see something. Where are you? Okay, we are good. Let me just check Twitch real quick. Yeah, perfect. Okay. Oh, there's something I wanted to do with Twitch. Give me a second. See if I can do that right now. I could do that in like another an hour. Okay. So thank you guys so much for tuning into another episode of the Impact Play. If you enjoyed the streams, if you enjoyed these live shows, if you enjoyed the new takes the new approach that I'm taking with the podcast, let me know in chat. Let me know on by letting us know on social media or by leaving a review or even a rating on your favorite platform. You could even send us a voice note on your favorite on at our website at theimpactplay.com and let us know your thoughts and where your voice can even be used on a future episode of the show. So your support is still required, but it's greatly appreciated, and it will help us bring on more guests on the show, help us bring more content out to you guys, and so forth. So everything is in our web is online at theimpactplay.com. So thank you guys so much. Have a great one. You can also check out the live show every Sunday at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So have a great one, everyone. Stay positive, stay humbled, and stay blessed. Yaku out. How do we end this stream?